Hello. Happy Pop Chat Friday. Happy New Year 2026. We'll see how this stream goes. I think I'm a little bit rusty. We took some time off in December. I hope everyone is coming back feeling refreshed. Wow, Dean is here from Australia. Welcome. It's a great time to first discover Pop Chat, Dean. So happy you're here. And if you're new to Pop Chat as well, don't worry, we will get acquainted. Let me just go ahead and get my screen share going. But hello, hi Kyle, Happy New Year. Let's jump right into things. I see some familiar faces already and new faces. I love it. So take a moment, tell us who you are, where you're joining from, and what you do. Dean told us he's from Australia. So I want to know what you do for work, Dean. Do you work in marketing? Let us know. You don't have to. It's not a Pop Chat prerequisite. Fiona from Zapier is here. Happy New Year. Always great to see you, Fiona. So I'll let you guys jump in and get acquainted. Amy is back. My heart is full. Great to see everyone. And just to introduce myself, my name is Brienne Fleming, and I am the host of this little chat. I studied advertising and PR at the University of Central Florida. And obviously, the Backstreet Boys are fans of UCF as well, considering they got their start in Orlando, Florida. I love all things 90s and early 2000s pop culture. So this is going to be fun. I'm a marketer, a fangirl, but also an academic. I teach branding and social media at the University of Florida. However, I am taking this semester off because my second baby is due any day now. I've got a pregnant belly over here that the camera cannot see. But yeah, due with baby number 2 on January 21st. I am scheduled to be induced. So that's the date, guys. Unless something happens earlier, we'll see. You never know. Rusty and very pregnant. I know. I think I might be having Braxton Hicks contractions right now. I think maybe it's like nerves of just jumping back in and seeing you all because I missed you all. But we're gonna hope he stays in there for at least an hour. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Yes, likewise, Amy. And something else to we're going to get to that in a second, but I just want to say, go ahead, keep introducing yourselves, because unlike what my beloved Backstreet Boys say, I do care who you are, where you're from, and what you do. But speaking of what people do and big updates and all those things, today is bittersweet because we are saying farewell to Fiona. She has a new role that I'm so excited to hear about. So she is, starting a new chapter after doing such amazing things at Zapier. So if you haven't connected with her yet on LinkedIn, make sure you do so we can see what she's up to next. We're so excited for her. And we're going to have some really awesome guests joining us from Zapier on future Pop Chats after baby. So Pop Chat will be back the middle of next month. That's the goal. But yeah, no contractions. I think we're okay. I think we're good. That would really probably help the views on here, wouldn't it? We'll see. But everyone, please join me in wishing Fiona well. It's been so much fun partnering with her. And just, Fiona, I know I've said this before via email, but thank you for believing in Pop Chat and just how special this community is. I know I'm biased, but I think you fit right in and we've had a lot of fun. So thank you for everything. And we can't wait to see what's next for you. Yay. So everyone say, send some well wishes to Fiona. Yes, Jennifer's joining us. Welcome back, Jennifer, content and copywriter in Tampa, Florida. If this is your first Pop Chat, some things to know. Well, we're in January now, so this is now, we're coming up on Pop Chat's 6th anniversary. We kicked it off in January 2020 as a Twitter chat, and we repurposed it as a live stream that you're seeing now last January 2025. So we're celebrating 6 years of Pop Chat 1 year of the live stream. So January is super special for Pop Chat. It is a place where marketing and pop culture collide. We're going to talk about trending topics, but also, it runs the gamut. We talk about sports, music, TV, everything that we love. And the great byproduct of that is that we get to know each other beyond our jobs. So happy you're here. And the way it works, be you. There is no gatekeeping here. You may have a marketing background, you may not. You might just be a pop culture fan. Just share your thoughts when I pose these questions and connect and have fun. Really, the beauty of the chat is when you all connect after the stream is over. There's nothing that makes me happier when I hear about coffee chats and fun things you guys are doing. So yeah, 6 years. I don't know if I've been that consistent with that many things in my life. But you all just have had me showing up, and it's been really special. Jesse is a Pop Chat OG from 2020, I would say. Happy to see you, Jesse. Happy New Year. And today's chat is sponsored by our friends at Zapier. Let me get their fancy logo up here. Here we go. So yes, Zapier, pronounced like happier, very easy to remember. It is a place where we have AI and automation all in one. So all of the tools and apps and things that you use can talk to each other. So you can have automations and things running in the background to save you time, save you energy, and make your lives easier. There are more than 8,000 integrations that you can get these apps talking to each other. So if you haven't yet, go set up your account. You get 100 tasks per month just on their free plan. And with 8,000 integrations, who knows, you might find yourself needing to upgrade at some point. But go check out Zapier, play around, see what automations can make your life easier. And we've got some suggestions for you before the end of the chat. Yay! Oh, thank you, Matthew. Yeah, how long have you been doing your live stream, Matthew? Savannah's here. Hello, Happy New Year. It's not a pop chat without Danny. Greetings and salutations. Not late. You are just right on time. I know it's already like second week of 2026. We might be tired of hearing about New Year's resolutions, but I'm not. I want to hear what one of your New Year's resolutions is. Jesse, I saw that this morning. Like I said, burning broccoli in the oven is not as devastating as burning cookies. So we'll just try again. But yeah, there probably is a Zap for that. Something that you can automate to send you a push alert saying that, hey, your broccoli is about to burn. It would not surprise me. So let us know in the chat, what is one of your New Year's resolutions, something you're working toward this year? I know New Year's resolutions, sometimes people kind of criticize like, oh, why wait until the new year to set a new goal or to improve yourself? And that may be true. You don't have to wait. But if there's something culturally that inspires us to hit a reset button, I am all for it. So I want to hear. Hello, Monique. Great to see you. Oh, yes, Danny, I saw this. The big rock, my new fiance got me, weighed me down, so I got here a bit slower. Yes, so happy for you, Danny. It was a beautiful ring too, by the way. Oh, get really good at keyboard shortcuts. That's a good one. I hope everyone knows the Canva and Photoshop Illustrator shortcut to make text bigger or smaller. That's probably what I use all the time. Is it Shift Command less than symbol and Shift Command greater than symbol? Like no one's like going and changing the font size manually, right? I hope not. That's my favorite one. Focus on systems rather than goals. Okay, well, we're in the right place. Zapier can help you put in some systems. And Kyle, I know you're already using it and coming up with some great ideas. Hello, Happy New Year. Great to see you, Mistura. Welcome. Broccoli, be safe because there's a Zap for that. I am sure. My goal is to gain an even deeper psychological understanding of the human experience. How are we doing that? What are we reading? Wow. Yeah, Matthew. 6 months of a daily show, I think, has 6 years of a weekly show beat because that is a lot. Go to sleep earlier. I recommend a Casper light. Check those out. My New Year's resolution is to be more intentional about improving my vocabulary. So now, anytime I hear a word I don't know, I really do have a good system system in place um, to to learn new words. So I've created a folder in Chat GPT, and because it's a folder and it won't get lost, I just keep going back to that folder and ask for definitions and examples. And it also will tailor them to my life or things that are relevant to me. And then I can see just all the words in one folder. It's pretty cool. I've got a couple in there already. Jesse says, I'm refining my resolution and trying to say yes to more things, but not to everything. Focusing on learning more philosophy to help me understand how to be a better human who's less anxious all the time. These are such wholesome goals. I love this. Noah's here. Boeing or bowling? I need to know. Lots and lots of books. I'm taking suggestions as well. Yeah, I think I'll put your goal back up here. I'm sure we can get some good goal book recommendations. So, Dean, this is also so wholesome, being intentional about making space for the right people. Yeah, and catching up with people we haven't heard with in a while. Zapier automation for vocab words. It probably does exist. Maybe there's some kind of automation with Kindle. If I highlight a word and look up the definition, it will then email it to me and then put it in a folder. And then I'll have my whole folder of words. Now we're really cooking. It's possible. So keep sharing your resolutions, and thank you for being so open and sharing them with me. But now let's get into today in pop culture history. It's a special day because we have a Backstreet birthday in the house. AJ is 48 years old today, which is just kind of mind-boggling. We've got a couple Backstreet Boys in their 50s as well. Less screen time. Hey, Rebecca, you started using Brick and love it. I have been thinking about getting one. So I'm curious to hear more about your testimonial. At least one marketing LinkedIn post per week. Miriam, you are so good at them, so please keep it up. Can Zapier automate the daily adulting tasks like laundry? Because take my money. There are some really cool lifestyle related zaps. This might be a little next level. However, I will say we have a smart washing machine that will text. I don't have the alerts, but it texts my husband whenever the dryer is done. So we might be closer to this than we think. Don't they? They look great for their age. I like older men, I guess. Here we go. I mean, yeah. I like men in their 50s now. Oh, daily TikTok. Yes. I know you had a good rhythm there, Jesse. So good to see you doing that. Yeah, I think all the Backstreet Boys look really great for their age. I need to know Howie's skincare routine. I'm going to share. I don't think it's a hot take as a Backstreet Boys fan, but for people who are maybe casual Backstreet Boys fans, I need to put something out there that may be controversial, but I think true Backstreet Boys fans can see this. I think AJ, if I had to pick one, he is truly the lead singer of the Backstreet Boys. Really think about it. Really think about it. Oh my God, we're back again. His line, the stage presence, he has more verses than I think we even realize. I think Nick and Brian kind of get, sometimes seen, especially Nick being like, I don't know, the most heartthrobby one. But think about it. AJ is the star. And even during the concerts and stuff, he's like mostly the MC and things. So just putting that out there. Oh, happy belated. Yay! Happy belated. That's so smart. Yeah, we like smart washing machines. Scheduled sleep. Yes. Right? Right? I know. We need the skincare routine. Fiona gets it. AJ is the lead singer. I don't think people like are super cognizant of that until we say it out loud, but happy birthday to him. Nick and Brian, they were the faces. I mean, they still have the voices for sure, but yeah, I could make this whole pop chat about this, so I'm gonna keep moving. It's a big call. Nick and Brian to the front. They pushed Nick and Brian to the front to make it look like he didn't do as much. Yeah, and you know what? In the documentary, they referred to Nick and Brian as like the Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. And AJ's sitting right there. I'm like, if they're Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, who is AJ? Better voice. Yeah. JC versus Justin. Same brain. I think they're like leveling out now. So I don't know. I think more people are seeing it. All right. Let's also do a quick rewind. Thank you for indulging me in this very niche Backstreet Boys discourse. I love you guys. Okay. Pop culture rewind. I don't know why I keep getting Mariah Carey rabbit holes, but here we are. On this day in 2002, her iconic episode of MTV Cribs aired. And at the time, it was a special 1-hour episode because her New York City penthouse was that big and there was so much to show. Justice for AJ, always. Less tattoos. The Dennis Rodman. Maybe. Clean cut. Because we're the clean cut, safe ones, moms would like be okay with their tweens fangirling over them. Yes. The Lou Pearlman story. If you don't know it, if you haven't watched the documentary, yes. Rich, way to make an entrance. Whoa. You're making me look this up. After deep research on Perplexity, the results are in. AJ does, in fact, have more lead vocals, 222 songs, 13.8 average per album. This is awesome. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like the song Incomplete is like almost all AJ. You know, he has the like closing line, and I want it that way. Like it's the research is there. And it ends with her in the bathtub. I believe so. I know she does take a bubble bath. But does anyone remember? If you don't, it's okay. I have the clip of her on her Versa climber in 4-inch heels. I bring this up because it is an iconic piece of earned media, I guess you can say. So much so that Versa Climber has it on their YouTube channel as the first video they ever uploaded 17 years ago. And I think it's like their claim to fame is that Mariah Carey did this.
Gloves on right now because I don't have anyone to help me do it. So I can stand here, look at New York, things of that nature, all the while in my 4-inch heels and the black ensemble. I don't know. My brother put all this equipment in here. I really don't know how to use most of it.
Even her laugh is like in like a, I don't know, she has like a 6-octave range. Yeah, she's iconic. And good for Versa Climber, just getting that extra media, you know, went down in history. AJ McLean has the most lead vocal verses across the entire Backstreet Boys discography with 222 lead vocal instances spread across 138 songs. I also wonder if this includes the Christmas album. I know you all probably don't want to listen to that right now, but he especially has like a lot of little runs and things on the Christmas album. So anyway, had to go down memory lane with Mariah. And as far as hashtag holidays, Casey's here. I know, rip MTV. I was like, do I even want to go there today? I still can't wrap my head around it. And like, I'm not sure I understand it. Is it really just gone? I think they got rid of MTV2 and some of those others, but like, It's still there, right? I truly, I'm being honest. I haven't done a deep dive on the headlines. I'm like, this isn't really happening, is it? Oh, I don't know. I don't think this is fake. I think this is true diva Mariah Carey energy. Hi, Lauren. As far as hashtag holidays, tomorrow is National Vision Board Day. And I posted this on LinkedIn yesterday. If reading is one of your goals, add Brittany to your vision board. Danny, Mariah was so integral to my upbringing and the shaping of my personality. Love Mariah. Mine too. She was my first album. I miss MTV all the time. I know. Go on Paramount. You can find some good throwback shows and just pretend it's 2002. She used to speak in the whistle register as a kid. She is in a league of her own. I'm glad this is a safe space to celebrate Mariah Carey because she deserves it. All right, now let's get into some trending topics. Present day. What's going on? Speaking of MTV and, well, I guess none of these people were on MTV. Hilary Duff was, yeah. And music videos and just the best of times. But anyway, I'm sure you've seen that Ashley Tisdale wrote this essay for The Cut without dropping any names, but saying that she had to leave her toxic mom group that she was in and that it became too cliquey. Again, it became toxic and exclusionary and reminiscent of high school cliques, as she said. She said she began to feel left out of gatherings, discovered events through social media instead of being invited personally, and eventually chose to exit the group for her own emotional well-being. She explicitly encouraged other parents to leave groups that consistently make them feel excluded or hurt. Initial thoughts. Vision boards. Sky Daddy. What's that? I know I miss it before ridiculousness. It had a great run, that ridiculousness. And this would have not been long after her Crazy Pants TRL appearance in 2001. Oh my gosh, with the ice cream cart or whatever she did. That was so random. Gone. Same week. You know, I think it'll come back. Everything comes back, right? Someone's going to write a check. We ride at dawn for Hillary. Yes. I don't think anyone could make me hate Hilary Duff. However, I think I do believe Ashley Tisdale that maybe she was excluded or things started to feel cliquey. But I don't know if I would blow up and write an essay about it. Yes, there was a Britney. I feel like maybe I need a sound effect every time Britney shows up, Danny. Let's do that. This is why I'm here. This is a place for all of that. How will Mom Talk survive this one? The ultimate question. I don't know. This is crazy. Sounds like she needs to read the Let Them theory. Yes, a little Mel Robbins. Bold to go up against Hillary. And to be classic is still on playing 24/7 old school music videos. So, fun fact about me, I had music videos playing at my wedding. It was like a 12-year-old's birthday party up in there. And they were all mostly throwbacks. Like the screen came down and the first song that played was 1999 by Prince. And then we just lived like it was 1999, of course. Yes, I saw this. Haley and Hillary haven't talked in years because of politics, and my spidey senses tell me who's on what side. Yeah, I saw Haley Duff liked a post or liked something about that has to do with this. It says she's on Ashley's side. I love Hillary, but I did see people talking about how during the Disney Channel era, she seemed to have a lot of drama with people then too, but I still love her. Yes, and Mandy Moore got thrown in here. I don't know. I think it's possible to be excluded, but there's probably more to it. And maybe she interpreted it differently, or maybe she wasn't sending invitations out, or maybe it just felt like a one-way friendship. I don't know. We could just speculate. I've heard so many stories of how toxic mom groups can be. I don't understand it. Yeah. And like mom shaming, all those things. Mom groups are probably tough because people have such strong and firm opinions about parenting. Yeah. When I'm in like group chats with my friends, I I don't really like call them mom groups. They're just my friends who also happen to be moms. I think even just like giving it that label is like a little icky that she did that. We're so much more than just moms, and we were things before that, and we were friends before that usually. So I don't know. Just leave. Yeah. Then again, is she inspiring others? Maybe. I mean, I think that's her goal. Let's get into the questions here. I am curious from usually with like your community management hat on. I pose this question. What are warning signs that a community is heading in a bad direction? That it may be toxic, that it might not be as close knit as you may think, that the energy in there is negative. What are some things to look for, especially if you're a community manager? And what are some things you may see that may indicate that your community is a little bit toxic? Benjamin's here. I'm invested in this story, but it's mostly been against my will. Same. And I don't know if anyone's talked about Ashley Tisdale this much ever. Maybe watch she'll like drop an album or something. Ooh. Her mom was pretty ruthless, and that may have created a tiff between the sisters. There's always some, speaking of toxicity, of like celebrity parents and siblings and all that stuff. Ugh. Against my will. Hillary apparently had a lot of drama with her Lizzie co-star Lelaine. We never hear from her. Are mom groups just adult cliques? I feel like I have just threads with my friends, I don't know. I think if I were to seek out like a mom group, it would probably get clicky, but the ones that I'm in are just me talking to my friends. This should be the basis for a Mean Girl sequel, because if the plastics became moms, this is probably what their mom group would look like. Oh my God. Jennifer, I know you're such a movie buff. This is brilliant. Dean, yes, developing little side groups. Yes, and having side conversations, discovering side chats, members coming to you about other people, arguing and nitpicking in the comments. Brianna says a lot of negativity, tearing down others constantly instead of thinking of ways to uplift others. Negative comments to a seemingly neutral post. Yes. I have a slide that I'm going to show you next that I put even more of these together. But yes, you all are already saying some of the ones that I've been thinking of. Arguing and nitpicking, or even just like not having a lot of comments and engagement, I think is a bad sign. I do think a community, like a membership, can become too big to the point where it no longer feels communal. And I don't think growth is always the answer to making a community better. It's very hard to make it close-knit after that. Danny says lots of shifting in narratives that lean a bit like Ashley's essay, catty and petty and negative and one-sided. You start to see a lack of empathy and also accountability, and that facts become less important than feelings. I feel like this goes down on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives a lot. Hillary Duff's mom, because I saw Frankie Muniz said something about her a few months ago. Yikes. Ooh, Jennifer, groupthink. Anyone that brings alternative suggestions and ideas gets jumped upon, of course. That's just about every group in our country these days. Tribalism just leads to attacking those deemed not loyal to the tribe and other tribes. Speaking of that, there's a Maybe you've read it then. There's a book called Tribes by Seth Godin. I don't remember if he gets into kind of the negative aspects of it, but yeah. Benjamin says, depending on the community, I feel like when people become unwelcoming to new people, that's when it's heading in a bad direction. Yeah, or when there's so many new people that you can't even keep up or introduce yourself. Poor community moderators. You'll never be able to make everyone happy. This is why establishing rules, violations, etc. is so important, and not allowing one community member to feel more important than others. I've made that mistake. Yes, I've seen membership communities do that where they have like special perks and programs and like levels within the community, which I think sometimes can work, but it also can feel really alienating. One person dominating. Can you speak more on size of a community, especially when it gets too big? How is that controlled? That's the thing. I feel like a lot of brands or just organizations, they think a bigger community is better, and then they don't scale it appropriately with the community moderators and the infrastructures to keep engagement going. I like a community when you feel like you can know everyone personally. I kind of feel like we have that going here, guys. And when it gets too big and too hard to connect, I think that just makes people think they're just, a small fish in a big pond, and they don't engage. So speaking of that, here are some red flags. Growth happens faster than the community systems can support. Again, they're not welcomed or onboarded properly. New members struggle to participate and go unnoticed. Again, maybe because those cliques and things are already established. I'm going to breeze through this slide, but a small group dominates most conversations and decisions. You see that sometimes, like it's always the same people, and it's hard to bring people in because I don't know, it's just the infrastructure is not there. Private side chats replace the main community space. A lot of you said this. What else? And access to leaders feels uneven or limited, like you need a special opportunity to get in touch with people. Like you don't feel like you're truly included. And engagement shifts from connection to performative posting. People only show up there to talk about themselves. They're not truly getting to know each other. And lastly, belonging depends more on visibility or proximity than contribution. It's like more about who you know than what you actually bring to the community. So what if there was a way to measure it? Then brands would have a measure to decide their investment. I'm sure there is. I mean, excuse me. Engagement in itself, like those are all advocates. If you have people in your community and they're, creating word of mouth and hopefully inspiring other members and customers and things. But yeah, it can be hard to measure. First sign is actually going to be emoji choices in replies. Ooh, a little signal. Big doesn't mean engaged. Yes. Matthew, what did you say the other day? A community isn't about volume. It's about participation. I think that hits the nail on the head. You all are so smart. Oh my goodness. The door of community needs to remain open, and tribalism or cliquey tends to push new people out. If you're not aware of this, as one of the biggest examples of uncontrolled community where they don't look at the doors politics. Whew. Wow. I can't not talk about this topic. Oh yeah. Nope. Danny, you got to pause that video game. It's okay. Ideal digital community size. Yeah, there probably is a sweet spot, or if you get to a certain level, you need to have a certain number of community moderators, but I still think sometimes it could feel too big, or you need like local chapters or something to make it truly feel communal. So thank you all so much for the discourse on this. More to come. We'll see what happens, but I can't believe she just flat out wrote an essay. All right, speaking of queens and divas and icons and legends and all the things, Celine Dion has joined TikTok. Apparently her sons encouraged her to get on it, and she announced it on X and a couple other places. She said, "They told me, Celine, it's time." I asked, "Time for what?" turns out something completely new. My team then said they'd handle everything, handed me back my phone, and then quietly disappeared. So here I am learning how this TikTok world works, one video at a time. Thank you for being here. So, volume and impact, yes. Your fingers can't keep up with your insightful thoughts. So, Celine Dion, I mean, she needs no introduction, but if someone you knew was new to TikTok or you had a client who was opening a TikTok account, I want to know what's one tip you'd share with a brand new TikTok creator? A day one brand showing up on TikTok, a day one person, author, celebrity, anyone. What do they need to know about success on TikTok and what that looks like? How do we set them up for success and help them understand what they're getting into? I can't wait for this one because I know all of you are going to come up with very different answers. What's one tip you'd share with a brand new TikTok creator? I'm trying to think what I would say. I think I would say something about vulnerability and humor, and that it's not a place to be stuffy, that you can have fun with it. Boom, Savannah, this is evergreen. Be yourself completely, always. Danny, I ran a very large community for The Sims. 12 different moderators across the world. By the time we got to the 60,000 mark, we had weekly meetings and SOPs and canned responses and things of that nature so that every member received the same level of care. It was incredibly daunting work for a hobby, but sounds like you did it right. You scaled it appropriately. Okay, if you're on TikTok, reply to comments. Yes, that's where the magic happens. Ooh, I have left many a community for clicky private side chats. Ooh, no. Well, good for you for leaving if it felt that way. I love The Sims. Amy wants to be one of the 60,000. Tip, don't let the team handle everything. Yeah, that was interesting, the way Celine said that. We want to see her. We want it to be about her and what she would do. But a little guidance can help. Yeah, if Celine is on TikTok, it's time to hop on. Oh, yeah. I wonder how she feels about the "My Heart Will Go On" played badly on the recorder meme. That should be one of her videos in some way. Casey says, don't delete your posts on TikTok. It could affect the algorithm. Just learn this. Ooh. And it's always fun to kind of see how far you've come, right? Your good videos, your bad videos, where you started, where you ended up. Dean says, be consistent with your messaging while keeping it simple and fun. Yeah, and I think a big part of it is experimenting. Like on TikTok, you might make a bunch of videos and then you find there's one format that works for you, and that's the one that you're consistent with, and you make a whole series out of it, and that becomes your sort of shtick, which I think a lot of people have on TikTok. Be consistent and be yourself. Don't expect to take off right away because you probably won't. Those viral and For You page hashtags don't do what you think they do. What? I don't know what to believe about hashtags anymore. Okay, keep dropping your tips. I'm going to move on because I feel like we had so much fun talking about mom talk drama that I've got a couple more questions I got to get through. But keep sharing. Next up, did we see this news? Spencer Pratt from the Hills is running for the mayor of Los Angeles. You may know him as, a reality star, but also Heidi Montag's husband. They both lost their home in the Palisades fire. And on the 1-year anniversary of the Palisades fires, he announced he was running for mayor. He's gotten extremely involved in policy and kind of uncovering what went wrong and how this could have been preventable. And yeah, he's running for mayor. disappeared, so thinking they downloaded the app, set up the account, and we're like, go. Oh, probably. She probably needed some help. Brianna says, stay consistent and don't consume content before you create. Yes, I love that. Remember your goal as a creator and stick to it. Love. Set that goal. Okay, so yeah, Spencer Pratt is running for LA mayor. He's not the biggest celebrity. I think I heard him say he doesn't call himself a celebrity. He's like more of a public figure. Him and Heidi lost everything. That was so sad. Yeah, and I didn't know he's from the Palisades. His parents also lost their home. So like even like his childhood memories or stuff that he might have had at his parents' house, all gone. Incredibly sad. But yeah, he just announced it this week, and you should, if you have a moment, watch his speech where he announced it. But a little more context. One thing that he always did on his back porch in his home in the Palisades, he had like this little hummingbird haven. He got really into feeding hummingbirds. I think he said he would like have to go out there and attend to it 4 times a day, and it was just like this peaceful place. And he would always post about his hummingbirds on TikTok and stuff. It was really beautiful. So when I saw his campaign website, I just want to, I know marketers love this stuff. I just want to point out the logo here, how authentic it is to him. It's sadly got this flame for the fire, and then with a nice pristine hummingbird wing. I don't know if everyone knows this about him or have made that connection, but I just thought that was a nice nod to it because I know like his hummingbirds were something really special to him. Yes, Brianna. Did you say that before I even put this slide up? Any relation to Chris Pratt? I don't think so. Yeah, I feel really bad for them. Things were on the up for them, and then they lost everything. I know they have 2 kids. Spidey is definitely a collective celeb, right? Yay, everyone knew about the hummingbirds. Didn't they just elect a mayor, or is it time just a flat circle? I think it's still Karen Bass who was the mayor at the time of the fires. Oh, see how positive they stayed. Yeah, and speaking of that, like I said, last year when we restarted Pop Chat as a live stream, our little intro music was Heidi Montag's song because we had to get on board and support Heidi. Yeah, it's so sad. I know, we love them. We didn't see that coming, but we love them. My question is, how may celebrity influence in politics differ from celebrity influence in marketing? I kind of think this is a hard one. I don't know what my answer would be. I think it may have something to do with just presenting your ideas better. Like I feel like if you're an influential celebrity, you don't really have to show that you have ideas. You could just be good looking or interesting or have good music or whatever it might be and sell stuff. But if you are going to get people on board with a campaign, you have to be really great about communicating your ideas and clear about what they are. I know, he just wanted to feed birds and hype up his wife. I could see him being a real contender, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm curious, does he have an edge? I mean, I haven't heard about anyone else running, and I don't know if I will because he's such a public figure. This is showing so much growth since my last check-in with him in 2009. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Yes, this too. It's always happening in LA. Case study on Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was governor. Aw, thanks, Matthew. Everyone go tune into his show. Let's see. I'm a little behind in my replies here. I think their influence might be rejected more in politics. Ooh, could you elaborate? Communication. Oh, okay. Has to have more buy-in. Okay. Trisha Paytas has just announced she's going to run for Congress. I don't know who that is. Do tell. But yeah, and it's interesting. You're not using your influence for products or services really. You're using it for policy and to carry out a mission. I think it's very different. Keep sharing your thoughts. I'm going to keep moving along because it's also Feel Good Friday. So share some good news, something happening, something fun and exciting. I mean, my feel good news is that we have all these anniversaries to celebrate in January with Pop Chat turning 6. Also, my wedding anniversary is on Tuesday. Then I'm having a baby. I mean, this is a big month, friends. Oh, I can't see who this is. But I like this answer. Instead of activating desire and aspiration, like for a product or something, politics is more about values and identity. Ooh, that is so sharp. Please announce yourself, LinkedIn user. I know you guys can see who this is, right? I think it's just me. Oh, yes. That does sound familiar. One of the OG YouTubers. She's amazing. That's interesting. Now we're seeing like creators also run. Look at how many A-listers endorsed the Harris campaign versus the D-listers that endorsed Trump. Not that that was a deciding factor for anything, but it certainly didn't help. Interesting. I mean, Trump did win. so I don't know. I don't know what influence does. Oh, it's Christine. Hi, Christine. It's generally considered acceptable for a celebrity's job to extend into marketing, but not necessarily politics. Ooh, okay. Thank you so much. I am due with Baby Zapier on January 21st at 9:30 a.m. It is on my calendar. They are going to roll me in there and it will begin. Unless something happens spontaneously sooner. But my first baby did not happen spontaneously. I had to get induced. But yes, Baby Zapier will be here at least by January 21st, unless they reschedule me, which I know they've been known to do. Monique says, I think I'm more influenced by a celebrity using a product I like, and I'm less influenced and interested in a celeb if I don't agree with their politics. Let me read this again. Hold on. My brain was somewhere else. I think I'm more influenced by a celebrity using a product I like, and I'm less influenced and interested in a celeb if I don't agree with their politics. Got it. I know. I don't really like turn to celebrities to influence me in politics either. I like to try to be a think for yourselfer. But when a celebrity is running and they're actually on the ballot, that's different. Yes, it will begin. My calendar will be on do not disturb. Oh, we've got our pop quiz now. Yes, baby is going to be an Capricorn Aquarius cusp. Tell me what this means. I have thought about this. My original due date was the 24th. So they were going to be full on Aquarius. And now I feel like I'm playing with fate by letting them schedule me a couple days early. I'm like, I don't like choosing birthdays. It seems wrong. But tell me more about this while we do our pop quiz, because we've got some Zapier merch. Oh, if Savannah is on the Capricorn Aquarius cusp, then I could definitely get on board. When's your birthday, Savannah? Okay, we're gonna do our pop quiz. Oh, Kathy Ann, missed the invites. No worries. Good news. I got my Zapier package in Scotland. We'll post pics and tag folks this weekend. Perfect for Feel Good Friday. And I'm so glad you got it. Yeah, Kathy Ann, in case you missed it, Fiona, this is her last pop chat. She's got a new era coming soon, a new role that we're going to hear about, I'm sure. But we want to thank her for making sure that your merch got to you. And we're going to wish her the absolute best. Danny's here. Okay, get your fastest fingers ready. Capricorn ends 120 and Aquarius starts 120. Babies born around that day are considered to be both. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. I like both these signs though, so that's good. All right, are we ready? This is going to be one of those questions where some of you might get it exactly right, but otherwise it's going to be whoever is the closest. Okay? Scotland represent. Okay. I'll stop delaying. We talked about Celine Dion earlier. For how many years did Celine Dion perform her Las Vegas residency? Go. Whoever is the closest. And don't Google. Don't be that person. Just knee-jerk reaction. Oh, yes. If you got your Zapier merch, please post. Please throw on your hoodies and your cool hats. It would be sincerely appreciated. Glad you all got a little extra gift. Okay, we have some thoughts. Drum roll. I'm just going to leave this up here, Fiona. Jason, were you even here? Do you just show up for the pop quiz? Okay, I'm going to let you guys keep guessing. Is it Price is Right style, closest without going over? Some people have already gotten it right, so we're gonna land on I'm always here listening and learning. We're gonna go with the precise number. And we love merch, especially Zapier merch. It's really good. Okay, friends. Well, Jason, you're always here and you can't win again. Or maybe you can. Fiona makes the rules, but Jason is correct with 16 years. And then let's see if he can or can't win again. Right behind him, where'd she go, is Monique with 16. 16 years she was in Vegas. So I will leave it up to Fiona. I Googled it, but it was before you said don't Google. Okay, so you verified. It's all coming back. It's all coming back. Oh, too funny. Yeah, 16 years. And I actually went to Vegas like right after she wrapped it up, and it was so sad because the gift shop at Caesar's Palace had all of her merch like severely marked down. I was like, oh my God, it's the end of an era. Okay. What? That is amazing. You need to join my trivia team. Oh, wait, 16. Yes, 16 years. So, Fiona, let me know how you want to do this. Double win. Yeah, she was there for 16 years and really paved the way for Britney Spears and all these other celebs that have done residencies now. So you've got some Zapier merch coming your way. You already have merch. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I didn't see anyone else say 16. The second closest I saw was Lauren. So Fiona, before you leave, we will have to pass it to someone who is zapless. Aw. So we will have to sort this out. But plenty of merch to go around. Aw. Oh, commented when her residency was old enough to drive. That stuck in my head. No wonder. Yeah, her residency got her driver's license. So funny. Okay, Fiona's got her own thing going. So also question, our friends at Zapier want to know, how are you currently using AI in your role? This, could be professionally, but if you're not gainfully employed at the moment, maybe tell us how you're using it to help you in your job search. Lauren's the new winner. Yay. controversial ending to Fiona's Pop Chat residency. Well, I did tell Fiona, I don't know where she's going next, but maybe she could block her calendar on a Friday every now and then and still join us because this is too fun. Oh, it's the comfiest thing ever. I want that sweatshirt more than I'd like to admit. It's really great. It has been also a maternity lifesaver for when I'm wearing regular shirts and my belly is hanging out and I need to be decent. So thank you. It's maternity friendly. How are you currently using AI in your role? I told you how I'm using well, this isn't my role, but I'm using Zapier or AI to help me with my New Year's resolution, to help me with my vocabulary. I will admit, I use it to help me wordsmith pop chat questions sometimes because sometimes when I write them, I'm like, this seems too complicated. How can I make this easier to answer? Ooh, Zapier could collab with me on my Fashion Friday posts. Yes, your Fashion Friday. I always look forward to them because Savannah has the best. Oh, I'm off to Gamma for those who are curious. Oh my goodness. We heard it here first, folks. And Gamma is one of the great apps that integrates with Zapier. So we could even highlight that going forward and talk about how to use that. That's exciting. Lauren's excited. Stage is on the field. What did I miss, Danny? Oh, yeah. Gamma. Oh, congrats, Fiona. Kathy Ann uses it for idea generation, editing, testing ideas, and wording. Learning keyboard shortcuts. I used Zap to set up a table to track one shortcut a week, and it pushes invites on Mondays, reminding me what shortcut. What? You guys, you come up with the coolest things. Like, Fiona, is this common where people will think of a Zap that even the team is like, whoa, I would have never thought to pair this with that or to use this for this use case? That is so cool. So, Monique, tell us what your latest keyboard shortcut is. A lot of automations, a lot of custom GPTs. Love it. We love automating. Oh, so speaking of that, try this Zap. Oh, wait, I missed a slide. Hold on. Oh, here we go. So this next Zap is inspired by Zapier and Granola. So I know a lot of you mentioned using Granola in your workflow to help you keep track of meeting notes and stuff. So here is a Zap you can try that you all inspired me to include here. So try this Zap. You can. Did you know? Well, you know this. Following up after meetings can take time and slow down progress on tasks. So you can use Zapier to automatically draft follow-up emails based on note content marked as needs follow-up. Boom. So the way this will work, you create a trigger when you mark a note or designate it as needs follow-up inside Granola. And then what that does is AI will draft a follow-up email, such as thanks for meeting and next steps based on the note content. And the result is the email is ready to send in Gmail or another email tool, saving time and keeping teams on track. So we love it. Granola, my fave. Yes, thank you, Amy. I feel like Anna as well. You all told me about Granola for the first time. So why not talk about how we can integrate it with Zapier? Love the lifestyle workflows. So fun. I use AI mostly for brainstorming or coming up with titles, subject lines, stuff like that. Definitely. Control C, easy peasy. Check with me in like 6 to 7 weeks. Will do. Will do. All right. So thank you, Zapier and Granola. We can definitely do that to make our lives easier. I'm over time, you guys. If you have to run, I just want to quickly share this and thank you for joining that. Be right back. I'm going to have a baby. So I'll see you soon. Pop Chat returns on February 13th. That is the plan. We love Granola. But I again wanted to send a special thank you to Fiona and the team at Zapier for just all your support and just how much fun we've been able to have during Pop Chat. But we'll be on a short little hiatus. You guys will get to meet baby Zapier very soon. Swag is on the way. Yay! But so yeah, I'm sure I'll be a little bit quieter on LinkedIn the next few weeks while I'm in just recovery mode and 2 under 2 mode. I may just have to retire from social altogether because I don't know what I'm in for. I don't know if I'll be able to manage all this, but we're gonna try. So just wanted to thank you all, and happy true highlight of my week is Pop Chat by far. Thank you so much. Yay. Well, if you do have a few minutes, my last question was some industry news in this article in the Wall Street Journal about how newsletters have hit a fever pitch. Writers, investors, and pop stars are building new media businesses to connect directly with readers and fans. They said that even in 2026 and beyond, all the rage is going to be about newsletters. So my question for you is, how do newsletters build relationships differently than social platforms? I know, I'm already on number 2. Like, I feel like I just had my daughter who is 18 months now. But yeah, I will say I feel like I kind of we waited to have kids so that now that we've started, it's like, all right, let's just keep it moving. Thank you guys so much. Yes, baby Zapier. Thank you so much. You guys are so kind. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Everyone go follow Amanda. She's like the smartest person I know. Like, truly, her posts just make me think. And Amanda, not to put more things on your plate, but I feel like we need a book from you, honestly. But yeah, if you have any tips for 2 children, please send them my way. And Dean, I'm so glad you joined us today as a newcomer. Woohoo! So how do newsletters build relationships differently than social platforms? Jason says it's easier to make a connection since the newsletter with content you want comes to you versus going out on social and hunting for the content in a very crowded place. Yeah, or when you share something, it shows up in their inbox immediately versus seeing a post 3 weeks later. LinkedIn. Get it together. But if you have thoughts on this, keep sharing. A book is coming. Thank goodness. So I feel like I need to just bottle up everything you know and put it into my brain. Your 0-click content. I think about your permissionless co-marketing concept all the time. Like, just a genius. Lauren says newsletters make stakeholders feel special. It's like someone whispering a secret in your ear at a sleepover, basically. Oh, Lauren, I love that. I like to sometimes call my newsletter my diary. I'm like, is this a professional newsletter, or am I just like writing in my diary and sharing it with people? But I try to make sure that it's, there's value in there. I've signed up for several newsletters and I'm not opening and reading most of them. Oh no. You got to find the right one that makes you just so excited to read it, or, set aside some time to read them and see which ones are worth staying in your inbox. Kathy Ann says, I love newsletters. They help me learn about the brand in depth rather than a character limited social post. Yes, you can really do a deep dive. Oh, thank you, Nick. This was awesome. Can't believe I have only just found it. Yes, and I'm sorry we're going on a little maternity break, but we'll see you February 13th, Dean. Make sure if we're not connected on LinkedIn to officially add me so I can invite you to the next one. Yeah, whispering a secret in your ear. Kyle, this is like such a good point that didn't even really occur to me because you also own your audience. So for whatever reason your socials go bye-bye, you have their emails. Yes. Oh, Brianne, your newsletter is an immediate read whenever it hits my inbox. Very few have reached that designation. That means so much to me. I I see newsletters as like the biggest privilege. Every word I write, I'm like, I better make this exactly like worth their time, because if I waste any bit of attention on this, like it is a privilege to be in that person's inbox. So, Jason, seriously, thank you. Amanda says, my thoughts on newsletters versus social. Newsletters are a lot of talking at people in depth and hoping you're making that connection. Sometimes the presence of that connection is simply in someone retaining, even if you might not hear from them. It's harder to measure success in that way. At least in social, crickets are still a KPI. Yes, and you can like more passively indicate that you liked a social post versus an email. Like you don't really get likes on an email. But that's so true. I think like the biggest uh just expression of love for a creator is someone that will reply to your newsletter and say how it helped them or what it meant to them, because that means they subscribed, they opened it, they read it, they were inspired by it, and they felt compelled to tell you. So that's really powerful. Oh, getting to be here is such a boost of energy and positivity, and I'm really happy to be here. Thank you. Oh, Amanda, I'm gonna cry. I do want to have a baby, but I don't want to take a break. This is so fun. Benjamin, newsletters, you actually own your email list, whereas social platforms could disappear any day. It is true. It is true. All right, friends. I think Pop Chat needs to be longer than an hour. I am so flattered that you all are here this long listening to me yap about AJ McLean's birthday and Celine Dion on TikTok. Like what we all just have so much in common. I love you all. So yeah, maybe when Pop Chat returns, now that I have 2 under 2, I'm gonna have to get like a nanny to just be here for hours and let us yap longer. Is it too early for Pop Chat after dark? If you know, you know. We used to do night once a month nighttime like Zoom happy hour for Pop Chat. Pop Chat convention. You guys, I love you so much. Thank you. For Valentine's. Ooh. Oh, thank you all for reading my newsletter. Oh, this is such a love fest. I forgot to say I was on the train the other week and I kept thinking of train chat. Yeah, we do need a train sponsor, apparently. But I did just want to wrap up with some in case you missed it, because I feel like this could be 3 hours with all the stuff I wanted to cover. Go look up Tom Brady's Pizza Hut commercial. It's hysterical. There's a new Girl Scout cookie called Explore S'mores, like a s'mores flavor. There's also a new Jonas Brothers and Almond Breeze short film that kind of takes a little jab at AI. So that's fun. Bruno Mars and Olivia Rodrigo, we've got new music. Pop Chat in real life. I've wanted to do it. I'm just one person. Do we do a GoFundMe? I just don't know. We'll figure it out. Empty the swag closet. Fiona leaves and they're like, where did all the merch go? You get some merch and you get some merch. It is 6:00 my time and it is accompanied with a glass of wine. So it's always Pop Chat happy hour for Kathy Ann. Amazing. Oh, I'm so bummed when I miss it. This all means so much to me, you guys. Seriously, I'm going to like cherish all these comments. Oh, maybe I'll bring it back. I feel like you all are being so incredibly sweet. I will reveal, this is kind of sad, but I stopped doing the Pop Chat happy hours because we were having fertility struggles and I was just like in such a funk for like an entire year. And I was like, I don't feel like I could show up and host a fun happy hour right now. So the fact that I'm here on baby number 2 and you all are wanting it back, and I feel, I'm in a good headspace. It's just a really sweet full circle moment. Yes, Jason and I have met in real life. In New York. Yes, you barely survived. Oh, it was a good time. Trader Joe's $3 tote bags are reselling for $10,000 in think in the UK, and I don't know. Kathy Ann, let us know. Are you seeing these around town in Scotland? And also, there's a new category for the Emmys called the Legacy category, where if your show has to meet a certain number of episodes, but you can be given like a legacy show designation. So if any of these topics interest you, go check them out. But highly recommend at least watching Tom Brady's Pizza Hut commercial and the Almond Breeze short film. Those are really funny. And also, in case you missed it, I'm in Florida. I didn't go to the University of Miami, but I want to talk about the Canes really quick and just how the art of the text-only tweet came up. Miami Hurricanes football, they just wrote, "We're going to the national championship," in all caps. No asset needed, no graphic, no video, nothing. And Tyson Hutchins, a fellow marketer, says, "First rule in admin school, always hit the text-only tweet. It can be just as powerful. You don't always need an asset." All right. So I guess go Canes, root for the home team. But seriously, thank you all for joining. Fox Creator Studios, what's that? What did I miss? Oh, you just got a Trader Joe's bag as a gift. Should I resell it? It's so cute. Maybe hold on to it. Yeah, so this was in the Wall Street Journal. I was going to include it here, but look it up. Wall Street Journal. I think that the headline is that Trader Joe's tote bags have become an international status symbol or something like that. What? I spoke at a conference in London last November and brought a bunch of Trader Joe's tote bags as giveaways. Half the people thought I was nuts or that I worked there. The other half squealed and really wanted that tote, men and women equally. This is probably my favorite anecdote ever. That is amazing. Lauren says, I couldn't believe the bag was a trend in the UK when my sister told me. So funny. Yeah, the Wall Street Journal, folks. This isn't just like showing up on, like Pop Crave. She wants to sell them on the side. Fox unveils creator-led initiatives to develop digital IP and expand brand partnerships. All kinds of cool things happening. Oh my goodness. I do not like Miami, but I give them credit. No one thought they should have been in the college football playoff, and they are. As a Canadian, my Trader Joe's bags are my prized possessions. Interesting. They're going all the way, representing the ACC and beating the last SEC school. Ha. Yes. I feel like if there's a Florida team, I'm going to root for them, I guess, as a UCF alum. All right, friends. Again, special thanks to our sponsor, Zapier. While we will miss Fiona, Zapier will be back to sponsor some more chats when the chat returns on February 13th. I will make sure I am recovered then. If anything changes, I will let you know. But I might be a little sleep deprived. I will be sleep deprived. But maybe that will make the show more interesting. I'm always looking for feedback. So if you need me to switch things up, we can try the sleep deprivation thing. But thank you all so much for joining. And again, special thanks to Fiona. Please go ahead and connect with her. We wish her best of luck at Gamma. Oh, but not the floor. Oh, yeah. They always beat. Was it Edmonton twice? Fiona, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I had my daughter like that week when the Panthers won. And then right after that, my husband is a Celtics fan. Then the Celtics won the national championship. And then, the Celtics or the Panthers won again. I feel like my daughter was like a good luck charm for Florida teams, but yeah. One more Pop Chat fan. Yes, coming soon. Thank you, Fiona. Keep in touch. Please keep in touch. I still think IU is the team of destiny, though, with a Miami-born and raised quarterback. So pulling for the Hoosiers tonight. Yes, who else is in it? Who do they play? I don't remember. Oh, Montreal. Okay. It wasn't Edmonton. Was it Edmonton the year before? Thank you, Amanda. Ah, got it. You're the best. Made me so happy to see you here. Thank you so much. Did we play you guys last night? It was a champion or, a finals matchup again. This is very fortunate that my daughter is still napping. That is the only reason I'm still here. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Thank you, Monique. Wishing you a quick and easy process. Good luck and sending love. Thank you. Baby Zapier, you all will meet him soon. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. It's Friday. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.